Good evening.
You guys can do better than that. I go through this everywhere I go. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. My job this evening is to try and make sure that everybody gets their opportunity to speak, everybody gets an opportunity to have questions, and it's just to move the process along. What I'd like to say, as chair of the organization, as somebody that grew up in this neighborhood, what you guys are doing is just so important in terms of coming together proactively before things happen to begin to try and influence what happens in this neighborhood. And I can speak to that in terms of, you know, growing up here and the types of things that happen in this neighborhood that we had to react to, where now you have the opportunity because there's an opening where you can now obviously have a say in terms of how budgets are spent, have a say in terms of the issues, have a say in terms of how the neighborhood's going to be built. And I'm sure some of you guys have been involved in the consultations and the engagements in terms of the whole redevelopment piece. And it's just so important that you get involved in those things, and that it's going to teach you skills. And for you folks that are voting, it's important that you vote for somebody who knows you're going to represent you.
This evening, this is a very unprecedented morning for us because this is the first time we're doing a youth council. So like this is a very life-changing moment for everyone involved. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Yunus Abduli. I've been living at Lawrence Heights for more than about 11 years.
I want to become a youth rep because I think it's time that youth stop being taken for granted and people start listening to youth, especially with the whole revitalization process going right now. We need some youth representative, and it's a way to show the adults that, hey, you need to take off the blinder. Youth are the future, and yeah, that's basically what pushed me to become a youth representative.
We have a direct interaction between us and our community, and for Toronto Housing to give us this opportunity shows that this is a very important factor.
So with that running out, I think that the biggest thing that we have to do is make sure that we connect with the other organizations in the community, like the community center, the health center, and even with revitalization going on, hopefully some of the other people that are going to be coming in, corporations that are coming in, buying land and doing things like that, hopefully they can give back and be able to help us out in that way. Just the whole community, the word community, because when you think of a community, you think of people that are together, live together, work together, play together. And when you come to Lawrence Heights and just walk during a summer day, you'll see so many different types of groups of people chilling, walking around, having barbecues, doing this and that. And even when it comes to having meetings and things like that, everybody gets together and gets it done. Or if there's something that really needs to be done in the community, like when it comes to revitalization and the meetings with that, a lot of people do suit up and show up, and it's not just one, because there are different types. There's the East African community, and there's the Caribbean community, and there's a small European community. But when it comes to the revitalization meetings and all that, they all come together, and they're all outspoken. They're all coming out and saying what they need done or what they think should change, and they're not negative towards each other. So that's one of the best things about this community, is that we're together place and that we're one.
One of the very first things I learned, and it's a very humbling thing, is to actually listen. Because sometimes, your concerns may not be as big as someone else's concerns, but then you multiply those concerns by so many other people. So it's like your voice has to resonate with their voice, and your ears have to, hear very clearly to their own problems. And if I can give any advice to any future candidate, it would be first is just to listen, to take in a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things in our community you have to take in, and if you take in a lot of stuff, you'll be able to better respond to a lot of those challenges, because those challenges may include you in the process.